Hello, everybody. I just thought I would come on a minute and show you what I had done since the live stream. And as of right now, I'm just kind of blocking in the clothing. This is nothing special other than I'm just going back and forth in a back and forth, in a straight line and then an up and down movement uh, just to give it some texture and putting in some shadows. I started with some black, didn't like it, so I've changed to the blue. Um, but you always go across one way and then back the other direction to give it that texture. Um, now, clothes don't always run in the same direction, so sometimes you have to give it a little bit of a curl. This is just obviously his sleeve here coming off his shoulder. Probably not in the right spot, but that's so anyway, I just going to just keep doing this until I get it to the darkness that I want it. And, I may not finish it up tonight. I may do some more tomorrow online. But anyway, this is what I've got done so far. I'm not real satisfied with his face, but here's his picture, and here's what I've drawn. And not real dissatisfied with it, but not real satisfied with it. I think could have got it a little more in proportion. I think I'm a little bit off on the roundness of it, of his head. But when I had it rounder, I thought it needed to be squarer, and I'm just slowly trying to put it back in perspective. His hair is really dark with a little touch of gray coming through it. And of course the gray highlights I'll have to put in with my white pen when everything is said and done. But yeah, I can't tell whether I'm a little bit far here or if I'm a little bit far out on this side, but it's just not quite exactly the shape that I want it to be. I'm getting there with some of the shadows. I've still got a little bit of lightening and darkening to do. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what I had so far. This shadow actually ought to come up a little bit on his chin here. It's just darker right in there. And so that's where I'm at. And I was just about to finish up. And like I said, I thought I would just stop and show you kind of where I'm at. I think I have his eyes a little bit big, but then his head is a little bit bigger on my drawing than it is here. This eye probably needs to come down a little bit shorter and not extend so far out, which I can do. But then I have to put my detail back in it because part of it does and part of it doesn't. So, it's kind of comes down like that. And then his eye hood comes out in that manner. And then he's really dark right in there. So it's I don't have the light in his eyes yet. I haven't got that far. I do have a paint pen out here somewhere that I had last night. Let me see if this is it's a medium red. That is not what I used last night. Where did I put it? It's here somewhere on the desk. Mm. Yes, it is. No, maybe it's in the drawer. Because you're supposed to lay those down. So maybe I put it back in the drawer. Aha. Maybe I did. Let's see. That's silver. I believe that's a green. You can't tell. Can't tell. Okay, so maybe I didn't put it back in there. Huh. Should have been. Surely that's not my white. All right. It is my white. I don't want to put too much because he doesn't have that much light on him right now, and that was a little bit much. It was a little much, but it gave him some life. And then his teeth are really, really white. So we know some in there. And I may put some around the eye a little bit and loosen that up a little. I've got some more to go on it. So anyway, this is where I'm at this point. And I'm trying to get the shadows in here right. You know, get his 5 o'clock shadow along with the other shadows in here right. And he has definitely got a shadow across there. And he's definitely got a 5 o'clock shadow on this chin a little deeper right in here. And that's, so what I've been doing to that is doing the crosshatch shading and just little short strokes to try and fill that in. And to kind of break it up just a little bit so it's not all the same height and length. And anyway, I'm going to stop right there, and I will see you all tomorrow or later on in a video. I don't know how I'm going to pursue this from this point. It may be video, it may be live streams, and it may be a little of both. We may do like we did today. My live stream cut out on me and I couldn't get it back up. So I decided that I would just work on it and then come on and show you where I had gotten to and what was going on, and you know, just have some quiet space time to actually think about some of the shadowing and things and work on it too. I'm not used to working in front of anybody, and so that was kind of a first. I usually draw, and you know, I can draw a simple picture in front of somebody, but you know, something that I need to get the detail in and do that way. I really haven't done that much. And like I said, I'm not super happy with the detail, but I'm not unhappy with it either. I don't think it's bad for a first time. I think it could be better, but I don't think it's bad for a first time of drawing someone. And, you know, sometimes you have to draw them 2 or 3 times until you get to that point that this is where you want to be. This needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. I don't have a light box, so I can't. This is all freehand. There's no tracing involved. In fact, the one I traced in the window is a lot worse than this by far. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not terribly unhappy with it. Ooh, wrong color. That didn't make me happy. I'm not terribly unhappy with it, but there again, I think I can do more with it. I'm not, I don't know the color of his jacket. I do see some blue highlights in it. So I just went with the blue, and, I'm going to keep working on it, and if it's not the right color blue, I'll have to find a different pencil because this is the only blue that I have, and see if we can't darken it down. There is a zipper here, which I will do with a gold pen, and put the gold or the silver buckle on, whichever one it was. I believe it was silver. And this is the edge of his jacket, which needs to be defined by a different color. So I'm going to come out with this and down here and give it a little more oomph, maybe. Oomph. Is that a word? A little more oomph. Anyway, this is it. And I'm going to let you go now. I will sign off of here. And if y'all want to come over to Kathy's Crafty Life tonight, Crafting Life, or Crafting World. I'm not. Kathy's Crafting World, I believe, is what she had. Crafting Friends. You can find her on YouTube. We're going to do a live tonight playing Pictionary. We're glad to see you there. Would be tickled to death to see you there. So come and join us. Have some fun. Help guess the pictures. And we've got 2 or 3 people on the panel. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have some fun. So I hope to see you there. And so long for now. Bye-bye.